Hi, Quinn. So for your lesson mate this week, I'm gonna talk about a little concept in your lesson book with Mr. Haydn's theme in a G5 finger scale. We're gonna talk about transposing. I think we might have looked at this last week, but we're gonna keep on working on this, and I'm gonna give you just a little assignment to work on with this song. So transposing is playing the same piece but using a different scale. So the note names change, but the intervals stay the same. So, if in this song, for example, in measure 1, G, D, that's a fifth, right? That's our first interval. That is a fifth. That's an interval. So what it's saying is that the interval is not going to change at all. It's going to be the same regardless of what 5-finger scale we play it in. So this is written in a G5 finger scale. So we know that the fifth is going to be like this, G to D, and that's obviously what's written here. So I want you to play the song as written in a G5 finger scale, thumb on G, and in your left hand, thumb on D, right? I want you to play it through a few times and get really, really, really comfy with it, like to the point where you could do it in your sleep, okay? Get really comfy with it and take note of the intervals that you're moving to. So our first interval is a fifth. Then identify the next interval. So B to D, what kind of interval is that? A third, right? Obviously, these all stay the same. Then we're moving in steps. Then we have another bigger interval. What do we have? A to C. That's a third, right? So I want you to go through and figure out what your intervals are. You can write them in if you want to, so you can literally go through and write a fifth in between. You can write a third in between, whatever is gonna be useful or helpful to remember. All right, so that's step 1. Play this through a bunch of times till it feels comfy. Then what we're gonna do is you're gonna try to transpose it. So you're gonna play the same exact song, the same exact intervals, but we're going to use a different 5-finger scale. So instead of G, we're going to shift to C. And so my right hand will also shift to a C 5-finger scale. So in this case, it says thumb on D in the key of C, or in the key or scale, C major scale. Our thumb will now be on G, and our pinky will be on C. So the intervals are going to move exactly the same. So if I'm starting this song and I'm going to read the music and I'm just going to pay attention to the